On the weekend, a couple of nice wins at home, good crowds. I thought we started very slowly. We did not play well at all in the first set against Northern Illinois. I thought they played great. I thought they pretty much had us in just about every facet of the game. Game two started the same way. I think we really struggled to serve well in 1 and 2, and I think it just showed how important that skill is for us to be successful. And it wasn't even necessarily misses or lack of aces. It was just play. We were just missing zones, too easy, out of bounds, stopping our own runs after we got a point, and it made it hard on our defense to execute when we were serving that poorly, and couldn't get any blocks either. And then I think we kind of flipped the corner in about the middle point of game 2 against Northern, and then started playing better for the rest of the weekend. I thought we played well down the stretch in that, played well in game 3, played okay in game 4. And then against Western, that was some of our better volleyball all year, especially in the first and second set. We were really good offensively. I want to give a ton of credit to our passers. I thought those guys, Meredith, Molly, Carly, Kelly Lamberti, handled the bulk of our first contacts. I thought they were really very good all weekend. I thought that's one of the reasons we were able to hit almost a 270. I think our offense probably, I don't know this for sure, will probably be number 1 in the MAC after the weekend's over. And I've always said that you can take a good look at us when we're 10 games in, and then we'll know where we are because we've played 10 different opponents. So everybody in the MAC now has played all but one team. And so you've essentially played everybody once. We still have Central Michigan out there to play, who's very good. And so you can really look and evaluate on what teams are good at and what they're not good at this point. You've played everybody. And I think our offense has been getting better all season. I think our defense is pretty good. I think we're going to be in the top 2 in that in the league. And, if we can serve well, block well, and get an offense going, we're pretty good. In terms of individual standout performances, I thought Leah did great off the bench. I thought Lexi came in off the bench. Both of those guys against Northern Illinois did a really good job. I thought Chelsea had a terrific weekend, especially Saturday. I thought that's the best she's probably ever played in her career. She was really on fire. I thought Serena kind of saved the day at the end of the Western Michigan match. She had 4 points across the front row and then went back and essentially had a service ace at 23-23. They couldn't get it back over. I don't know if she got credit for an ace on that one, but if she didn't, that's our SID Drew's fault. But no, and so Serena kind of saved the day in game 4 on that one. At the end of game 3 in that one. So a lot of individual performances that were good. Obviously, like I said, our passing, if our offense is going like it was, and then our setting, Abby, on Saturday night was very, very good. So everything kind of got going. We hope to keep that rolling into this weekend. We've got senior weekend in front of us. We've got Miami Dig Pink. We've got Halloween on campus. We got a whole lot going on. But the most important thing for us right now is to stay focused for 2 tough matches. Miami's now won 3 in a row with wins over Ball State, Toledo, and Eastern Michigan. 3 tough MAC West opponents. So they're getting it going, and that's going to be Friday night. That's going to be a tough one. And then, of course, we'll have BG, who's tied with us on top of the standings and beat us the first match of the year. So we got a big weekend in front of us. And I keep telling our team that at this point they're all big. When you're trying to win a regular season, every match is of equal importance, and we've been riding that for a couple weeks now.
Just to go back to last weekend briefly, both games you guys kind of had to fight for. Just kind of talk about the resiliency the team showed in order to get.
Yeah, I think resiliency. Most importantly, Friday night. Is that we played really poorly in game 1 and started really slow in game 2, and something has to happen there to turn a corner. And it did as a team. We played hard as a team and were able to sneak it out and get a couple of blocks here and there and generate some kills. Northern helped us a little bit when we put some pressure on them. They gave us a few points. And so we fought, and I think we showed that the weekend before at Toledo too, is that this team's got some fight. Down the stretch against Western, their players, as they were winning game 3, started getting into it and, stomping their feet a little bit and getting fired up. And all of a sudden I saw our team kind of fighting back and doing the same thing. It got a little frantic out there, a little wild at the end. And so we're fighters. I mean, they're proving to me more and more week by week that they like to fight.
And then you don't want to look past the Miami game, but BG's got to be weighing pretty heavy on the team with the loss?
Well, I think, the thing about, Miami versus BG going into the week, we're gonna talk about both matches as we go through the week. I mean, they're both, again, every match at this point is big, so we don't go a week and overlook the Friday opponent for the Saturday opponent, or we don't pay any attention to the Saturday opponent because the Friday, we approach both of them. It's a normal work week for us, so our team will know about both teams. It's not a matter of overlooking; it's about performing well on both days. In terms of BG coming in Saturday, I guess two teams that will be in first and second place at that point. Our team knows that. I think after we lost that first match to them, I think there was a bitter taste in our players' mouth. I think it followed like the weeks after that when we'd be 5-1 and they were 6-0, and they just kind of stayed one game ahead of us. I think that magnified the point that we had lost to them that first match of the year. So, hey, I know we want to play them. I know our team would like to get that one back, and they'll have a chance. I mean, that's the part about being in league play. We're going to see them again, and hopefully we play better this time around.
Talk about some of the differences between the first game of the year against BG and this game against Bowling Green.
Well, we get to be at home, and that's a big one. I think BG plays really well at home. I thought they played I've watched the tape of us playing them last time probably twice, and I thought they played great. If they play that way, there is no question our hands will be full. The difference, hopefully, is that our players have become more consistent and better throughout the course of the year than they have improved. It's one of the former coaches here is a good friend of mine, and he one time made the comment that, we want to get 1% better every day. And Coach Solich was sitting next to me and actually said, well, that's good, but what if your opponent gets 2% better? So they won the first time around. So for us, it's about, did we improve more than them? Can we beat them? And we'll see how it goes.
And then just kind of talk about senior night and that coming up this week. What that's going to be.
It'll be exciting. This is, when I got here, the 08 class was freshmen, and they essentially held their commitments to the university. But this group of seniors is the first three that I really got to recruit. We didn't have a lot of time when I got the job in March, and these were three physical athletes that were out there that we kind of said we thought these kids could make a difference here, and they've played a whole lot of minutes here in their 4 years and contributed a whole lot to this program. And Leah leads our team, as a great person and leader. I mean, she's the All-American kid that kind of leads that group, and so I'm excited for them to be having a successful senior year, and we'll hope that it culminates. I should say, I guess I wouldn't hope it's culminating Saturday night. I hope it later in the year they get to pay off and we can make a run at a conference championship and they can really get to celebrate their senior years.